before we begin, I want to ask you, yes, I want to ask you something. What if the reason starting again feels heavy for you isn't because you failed, but because you survived something and that required you to become someone else? Okay? If the idea of a fresh start doesn't feel exciting, if it feels exhausting, suspicious, or even unsafe, this conversation is for you. Don't even bother to go away. Stay. Because not all beginnings are meant to be bold. Some are meant to be brutally honest. So, welcome to a new From Epiphany to Action in 2026. Beloved, I'm Aishel and I'm very, very excited. I love to be here today. And for you, all the best wishes this year. I expect you to tune and stay with us, even in your car. Yes, you look at me on YouTube channel, on Spotify, but as well, you can listen me in your car because we are on Spotify. And soon we will be on other sources, social as well. So stay with me, okay? In the space is especially created for the women who holds a lot. You know, we have a lot of responsibility, leadership, yes, the vision, the pressure, all of it. And while quietly carrying experiences, she doesn't speak. Yes, I know you recognize this. I know this resonates with you because we doesn't speak about it publicly. If you are high functioning, if you are having a role like an executive, team leader, a coordinator, an entrepreneur, you move on a high level and you have a growing company, or maybe you are at a top, in the quote 500 with your company, great things, but we quietly carrying so much experiences. And in these kind of roles, we accomplished a lot. We get respected. We have a role that everybody look up to. And yet something inside you feels fractured, tired, or cautious. You are not alone. Know that you are not alone. I've been there. And honestly, I'm still in that position. I'm trying something new. I'm honestly not trying. I'm doing it. Do you see? I'm doing it since last year, consistently, being visible, doing my thing. It doesn't bother me who looks, who talks, anything. I just put myself out there because I have responsibilities. I have things to accomplish. So you don't need to explain your story here. Okay? Just what I said, just hold it. Hold that mindset. Hold that in your mind for a few minutes. And you don't need to put labels on anything. You don't need to prove how bad it was. This is just a space created for you where we name the truth just like how it is, raw and honest. We don't lie to ourselves. That is what we used to do. That's where we come from. Okay? And that is where I'm coming now to pick you out of that place. Okay? We do all of what we do. We name the truth just for what it is and without requiring any kind of exposure. Be aware that you are listening to me because you heard something. It looks interesting. Maybe my face attracted you. Maybe how I speak, how I move, or whatever. Something did bring you here, and it's not coincidental. It's purposefully. Everything I do is purposefully. So this episode is for you. 2026 is the year where things are going to change for you. If you are following me, please feel free to connect with me because now The media platform is live, especially for you. So just do your best to get in there, because there is the place where I'm going to share so much with you that I can't share with you out here. But I want to help you get there. I've been bouncing back for a long season, and now I'm at my 50 shades. So I guess you can imagine that I have a lot experience to share. So I'm a single mom at this moment, but I used to be in relationships as well. And I went through it, through the fire, through the mud, through everything. So I have things to share with you. Stay with me. So many women I work with, I've been in contact with, especially you. You're an executive, an entrepreneur, C-level woman. You tend to tell everything to everybody. Be aware that not everybody can help you. And, you know, even in your inner circle, not everybody can help you. Yes? So this wonderful woman like you tell me something similar in different words, okay? They say I should be excited about this new chapter, but instead I feel tired. Or they say, like, I've done the work, I've moved it all, but I feel that I'm not clear yet. It's not done as like how I want it. I've left the relationship. I've changed the environment, but nothing feels right. Or, they are looking for a kind of solution inside themselves, but from a space of guilty. Okay? So why don't don't you feel clear yet? There are things that you have to think about. When you've lived inside a toxic relationship, it might be a narcissistic partner. It might be a manipulative work environment or a circle where, of business partners where your truth are minimized, questioned, punished. Deliberately, they don't want to understand you. Your nervous system is just triggered on so many levels. And because of that, it learns you, it taught you something very specific that you have to put attention now to listen to. And one of these things are that clarity is dangerous because you have in this situation to protect yourself at a certain point, or it taught you that honesty has consequences. Are they laughing at you or they talking behind your back, talking things that's not correct about you, or the rest invites to chaos. So where when you feel like, okay, now I want to tell my truth, you just don't do that. You closed up. So you adapted yourself to situations that's not good for you any longer. It wasn't good, and anyway, it was never okay. But now it's deeper in your soul. So you became sharp. Your guards are on 24/7. You became strategic. You became emotionally efficient. You don't open yourself completely any longer. You learned how to read the room far before you reach the door. You feel the room outside the room. So when you enter the room, you're already prepared. That's how so sharp you are constantly. So how to anticipate reactions? You taught yourself that because of the situations you are in that wasn't favorable for you. How to stay a step ahead all of the time. 5 steps, 10 steps. Being prepared. So your nervous system is, triggered on the highest level, not in a good way. Not to give you a rest, not to let you feel at ease, that peace that you so much want to have, to feel. And that adaptation, it worked. It worked in such a way. It kept you functioning until now. It kept you respected until now. So far, it kept you alive in rooms that were not safe for you. But here's the cost no one prepares you for, okay? When you go through things like this. When survival ends, that means that you are exhausted. Your body doesn't immediately believe it, but you are exhausted. You are, in a certain point, weakened from your inner strength because you have been fighting all of the time, again and again, 24/7, even in your sleep. You cannot imagine how you get accustomed to it until you step out of the situation. You will start feeling that you are more than exhausted. Okay? So when people say you start fresh, just start, just start doing the right thing for yourself. Of just be yourself. Be yourself again. Oh, it's easy to do. And you know what? You have to just pick up the pieces and move on. Just like that. Because when you are with the wrong in a conversation with the wrong person, these are the things that you hear. I heard a lot before I got to the right people that was listening, but not listening to my words, but also listening to what I wasn't able to tell them. Your system quietly responds like that doesn't feel safe. It doesn't feel safe yet, and you start to think something is really wrong with you. Really wrong. I'm not talking about, a little bit deeply wrong, soul level, mind level, because you have been bombarded, attacked, and you wasn't prepared because you went into that all these situations open from a space of love and kindness, genuinely ready to help, ready to be you, and you encountered something different that you are deeply disappointed as well. But first, I know you are disappointed in yourself because you have opened yourself in the past for this to happen to you. But please be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. You were just honest. And now, in this episode, I want to carry you through this because this is what we're going to do after we finish this episode. You are going to do some things in the workbook. If you are a member, I'm guide you from the workbook. And after that, we will move on together, okay? Let me say this clearly again. You did not lose yourself. You didn't. You learned how to survive in that environment where you were, in conditions that required that you moved from self-suppression. You were vigilant all the time. You were in control. You tried to be in control all the time, to move ahead. And that in that low frequency, low vibration environment costs you so much energy to put that control out there, to exhaustions too. What you were experiencing now in the place where you are now is not a confusion. Be aware that it's not something you have to only keep digging into yourself. But look at your environment. Look at the people around you. Who are the people sitting at your table? Are they confusing you, manipulating you? Okay? This is decompression 100%. High capacity women don't fall apart when survival ends. We don't do that because we are smart, we are intelligent, we are emotionally intelligent, we are social, we are kind. Of course, we are stubborn. Of course, we have our place that we have to put authority there. But because of the situation you landed in, you couldn't express yourself any longer. It was too much decompression on you, too much pressure on you, too much pressure in a negative way on you. So you have to slow down. You have to hesitate a moment. The question that you want to ask yourself, be free to ask yourself that question, but not from a space of guilty, from a space of what happened to me. Love yourself. Come from a place of love and kindness and compassion with yourself. Okay? It feels unfamiliar. You know, it feels unfamiliar with ease. And that's not weakness, what I'm telling you to do. It's not weakness, it's intelligence, the highest intelligence, the highest way to solve this, what's happening, okay? Where you're going through, because you're not talking, you're not telling anybody this. And maybe you did, or you're doing it. You started to slightly, but you have to go deeper now. I'm here to help you go deeper into that place where that stuck, that what keeps you stuck and can move on, can get out of that kind of toxic relationships. You know, your system is asking a very wise a question at this point. Is it safe to be honest now? Think about it. Is it safe for you to be honest now with yourself? This is why clarity doesn't arrive through forcing vision. It won't arrive when you put pressure on yourself to find out the truth. It arrives through being honest with you in an easy way, in a compassionate way. That truth that you're seeking is already there. And you know that you know. That's why you're listening, because you're looking for confirmation. You're looking for a solution for what you're feeling. So through small moments of small loyalty, through noticing what no longer fits you, because that's where you are. You feel it's not fitting any longer. You are trying to find a way to get out. And it's normal. You are trying to move on from admitting what you are done carrying at this point. Beginning again after survival is not about reinvention only, because you have to reinvent yourself, sure. But you have to start accepting first, what is it now? Be honest, brutally honest with yourself, even if it hurts you deeper. But you have to start from there, okay? It's about reuniting with a part of you that didn't get lead while you were busy staying safe. What I want to say with this, you have to reunite with the inner part of you that you lost, of you feel like you have loosened. That's the part that you're looking for. That's loving and caring you for you, yourself first. And then moving out. It is all about you now. You have to take care of you. Okay? So let me share a little bit of other kind of wisdom with you to help you get out of there. Because I know it's not easy. I've been there too. I've been there when I'm sharing a little bit with you, but I've done a lot of other things as well. Combine to get me sitting here and sharing with you powerfully from a space of love and kindness, because I really know what it is to start again loving yourself in a new way, being aware that it's your birthright to love yourself first. Okay? So here's your activation that I want to share with you for this week before I go. I don't want you to set goals. It's not a moment for setting goals now. I don't want you to map out new identity. No. It's not the moment. Not yet. Not yet. I don't want you to pressure yourself into clarity. Instead, ask yourself this quietly, privately, deeply. You in your stillness. Nobody needs to know. It's your time. It's your deep me time. Okay? What am I still doing out of habit? What am I moving daily out of my normal state? Even though the danger has passed, what am I doing? Okay? And just notice your patterns, your behavior, your emotional posture in yourself. Feel that emotion. What do you feel? Are you feeling sad, injured? You get angry, disappointed, unloved. What is that you feel? You don't have to change it yet. Just get into the awareness of what it is. Just let it be. All of it. Sit in it. Sit in it for a while. Awareness is the beginning of safety. When you are aware of your situation, deeply aware, you will start feeling that it's time to move. And if everything tells you not, it's because it's not there yet. And safety is the beginning of clarity. So, again, be gentle with yourself. Yes, be gentle with yourself. In this episode, went a little deeper than I wanted to. But in this episode, I hope it resonates with you. Okay? I want you to know that your exhaustion doesn't mean you're weak, okay? At the other end, you are the most powerful person that can be around this planet because you went through it and you're still in your sanity because you start asking questions. You start asking questions means that something is awakening in you, okay? Your hesitation doesn't mean you're behind. Not at all. Not at all. It means you survived something. You survived the fire that most of the people don't go through, but you did. And now you're here. You're listening. You're watching me, okay? It means you survived something, that required extraordinary adaptation of everything, of the whole you to go through and to come out of it. And I'm sure you are already a winner because you're looking for solutions, you're listening to me, and this is the place where you have to stay if you want to move on. Okay? And now, you're learning how to live without your armor. It's not easy, but you're learning it. Again, starting again, but not in the old way. Something new is coming up, okay? Remember, you have changed. Yes, you have changed. That's not a setback when you have to start learning again without your armor. It's not. That's an epiphany, a big epiphany as well. Because now you got a time to think about your situation, and now you are that far to move on. But how? How? Because maybe you're still in all the environment. And I know it's not easy to get loosened up. It's not. It's not easy to get loosened up out of there. If you're ready to continue this work in a space designed for women like you, because that's why I created this platform, not only to have the podcast, but I want to educate. That's why it's a educational media platform, okay? For women like you who are moving from toxic relationships, finding themselves back, and then rise. That's what you're doing here. So I invite you to join us inside the Epiphany family platform. As I said, there we are having it all. A workbook to start with in these episodes. It's a private space to rebuild and you get clarity, you get your confidence back and real leadership. Not that you didn't lead, but you didn't lead from a right space. Now you are going to lead from your strength, from the real you, without shrinking, without dimming your light. Okay? So you are moving from a place of unsafety to safety. No pressure. We are taking it easy here. We are moving from a place of love and kindness. We are moving with warmth, okay? With compassion for one another. That is the place where we're moving here. With all the results, because my goal with you is to help you get back to be that radiant frequency woman. Okay? That is my goal. To see you rise, shine, having that big, beautiful smile. Do you know what, how it feels like to see someone rise again? It's so touching. Even if it's like, 1 month ago, 1 year ago that I saw you, when I meet my people again, you recognize them and I see through the eyes. I see your soul. And it's the most happiest thing for me to see you smile. Maybe you go farther than I. I don't even care. As long as you are happy, as long that you find yourself, that powerful woman that was inside you all of the time. And it's coming out. And I got a little bit the chance to be helpful in there. Because, at the end, you are the one doing the job. You are the one doing it right. So you can find the link below this episode to go straight away to the website and then to the platform. Become a member. There you will find quizzes. You might find surprises because I have a lot of that for you. And, what stage are you in your journey? It depends where you are. Just pick yourself up from there. It's the time of feeling guilty, shame, and all this kind of thing is gone. The moment you start listening to my episodes, to this podcast, we don't have that. That kind of boundaries are dissolving because now you're in a safe space to work on you. And I'm here to help. Remember, your breakdown. Okay, I want you to remember this. Hold on to this. Your breakdown wasn't your ending. It wasn't never planned to be your ending. It was your initiation to the next level that are waiting for you. Because you are the only one who can do it. Nobody else can do it but you. So step in that power. And you don't have to walk this new chapter alone, as I told you already. You are welcome on the new platform, and I'll see you in the next episode. Okay? Stay with me. Bye.